Hello, and welcome back to Talk Data to Me, where we break down AI tech in the future without the fluff. I am your host, Shahana Muhammad, and today we're keeping it short, sharp, and powerful. And the last few episodes have been that, and until it gets warm out, it's probably what it will be. Because whether you realize it or not, AI is not coming. It's here, right now, replacing, restructuring, and rewriting the rules in real time. I want to say this, and I will go on record gladly, honorably, as the first person to say that AI and tech is the equivalent of the Industrial Revolution. You may not see it now, and it's okay. I've been known to be a person to see things before most people see it, and I'm cool with that. I've accepted that as reality. So let's get into it. First up, AI agents are officially stepping into entry-level roles. We're talking customer service, inbox management, scheduling, even basic marketing tasks. Now, things that used to require a team now requires one well-trained AI system. And here's the part nobody's saying loud enough. These aren't tools anymore. They're literally being designed as replacements. If your job is repetitive, process-based, or predictable, AI is already learning how to do it faster and cheaper. So the real question becomes, are you using AI or are you being replaced by it? Now, here it is. Headline number 2. We're jumping right into it. Like I said, short, quick, and powerful. Let's zoom out. Governments are doubling down on digital identity systems and AI infrastructure. That's where the money is. That's where the money's going. And that's all I'm going to say for right now. That means your identity, your data, your access, all becoming increasingly digital. And I'm telling you, this web is way more weaved than you could ever imagine. On one hand, it's convenience, and it is. Faster services, less paperwork, more automation. But on the other hand, it raises a bigger question. Who owns your digital identity? Because the more centralized the system, the more powerful whoever controls it becomes. So we're walking a fine line between innovation and control. And I'm telling you, the people that are in control want to maintain that control. And if that means gaining access to your information by any means necessary, they will do so. If you use ChatGPT as frequently as I use ChatGPT, your information is already being outsourced to the United States Pentagon. And why is the Pentagon so significant? Facebook is as relevant as it is because of the Pentagon. Do your research. Now, our Black Tech Spotlight, because we want to ground this impact, is on Dr. Joy B. She exposed something major. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, and that's why I said Joy B. So I'm not going to do it to myself or to Dr. Joy, and I'm just going to go with Dr. Joy B. Facial recognition systems were significantly less accurate for dark-skinned women. And this is such a critical thing because for many years, I am a brown skinned woman. So while I have experienced racism in my life, I have not experienced colorism overtly. And colorism usually happens amongst other black people. Now, I do have darker skinned children, and they are well aware of their complexion, and they are well aware of the differences that happen in life, right? And me being the person that I am pro black. I am pro every complexion. I am pro all things black. However, everyone does not hold my sentiments. Hence, why Dr. Joy B is such a significant woman within this space, because at the end of the day, I grew up with a ultra pro black father who was dark skinned, and he experienced injustices not just because of his race, but also because of his complexion. And so, even though I've not experienced those same injustices, I've witnessed injustices done to darker skin complected people. And let me tell you, at the end of the day, we're all fighting the same enemy and we all have the same struggle. So my ideology, let's work together. But that doesn't negate the reality that other people don't want that for us. And, divide and conquer is always a successful strategy if one lets it. But let this sink in. Technology that's supposed to be objective was biased. I shouldn't dislike you because of your complexion, but the reality is, because of someone's preference, they may dislike a person. You throw an entire person out because of their complexion, which is asinine, which is crazy. Now, but her research forced some of the biggest tech companies in the world to rethink how they build AI. And this is a hill I will advocate on, I will stand on, I will fight on. I am well aware of all of the craziness that is happening within AI. But I'm also aware and do 1000% believe that AI is what the Industrial Revolution was many years ago. And being a black voice in this space, in this time, is super critical. I don't believe that everybody should be doing everything, but I think that whatever your part is to contribute to the building, to the infrastructure, to the laying of the groundwork, do that thing. Here's the lesson. AI reflects the creators. So if we are not in the room, we're not in the code. And it's just that simple. I have been very vocal in my disdain with how a lot of industries, present day industries, are run, because they are not set up with the person who puts in the most work, which is the creative, in mind. It's just not. And the reality is, we weren't in those rooms. Our parents couldn't be in those rooms. Our grandparents could not be in those rooms. We can now be in the rooms. We can now be a part of the conversation. Even if you don't think that you can get into these discords, you can get into these chats, and even if you might not see the person who owns the companies directly, the people who are building the infrastructure directly outright, they're there. And if they themselves are physically not there, they have representatives that are there, that are present, that are listening. It is so imperative to be a part of these conversations. It is so imperative to make your concerns known. I know how it feels to see something and to be a part of something, and a lot of things you don't like, a lot of things you don't agree with. And in some instances, in many ways, I will say I don't want no parts in it. But AI is not a space that I'm doing that with. Because I understand that my voice matters. And I understand that what I say, it is making an impact. Whether that impact is immediate, whether that impact is in the next 2 to 5 years, it is making an impact. So if we're not in the room, we're not in the code. And I'm telling you, Harvard, there are so many courses online that you can take right now that are free. I assure you that within the next couple of years, that will not be the case. Let's shift gears. Control Alt Dream. Imagine a world where you don't compete with AI, you direct it. Where instead of applying for jobs, you deploy systems. Where your ideas become automated businesses. Because the future doesn't belong to the hardest worker, it belongs to the most adaptive thinker. So the question is, are you preparing for that world, or are you waiting to be disrupted by it? Because that's what's going to happen. Either you're a part of the shift, or you get swept in the current. This has been Talked At It to me. And if you've made it this far in the episode, thank you so much. I ask that you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Comment wave. Because that is what AI is in fact doing. It's making seismic waves in so many ways. So many ways. In financial, in news, in so many areas. It's not even funny. Every single industry will be impacted by AI and the technology that is synonymous with AI. AI infrastructure, weak AI, LLMs, it doesn't matter. Every single industry will be impacted by AI, whether people want to acknowledge that or not. If this episode has got your mind working, share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to start using AI instead of fearing it, tap in with me. Because the future is being built right now, and you still have time to be a part of it. Word on the street is you're going to see a lot of massive shifts by 2027. I'm talking jobs significantly being replaced, and they're testing the infrastructures now. It's 2026. 2027 is next year. It's next year, people. So if you want to participate in that, if you want to be a part of it, I strongly encourage you to make use of the resources that are available. I strongly encourage you to get in with the Chat GPTs and the Geminis and use it. Whatever project, even something that's work related, try it out and see how it works out in your business. Until next time, I will catch you in the next episode. And as always, talk that to me. Until next time.